What's up, Autobiography family? Today we got a Dodge Ram, paint code PRV, and it is a tri-coat color. Now, on this color, they got a few variances that's not tri-coat. I don't know if they actually match. I never sprayed them. Every time I get this color, I try the tri-coat color and it matches, so I use the tri-coat color. So I'm assuming maybe back in the day or something they had a similar color that wasn't a tri-coat and they had the same paint code, who knows. But yeah, this Dodge Ram, you know, we starting off with that base coat blender, putting it down just so to, you know, fill in some of them sand scratches. Even though I finished it off with 800 grit, you know, you still I want a smooth substrate so that way all the metallic flakes and everything's landing good, because this thing has a lot of flakes and pearls in it. Now this Dodge Ram had a nasty dent in this quarter panel right here. I had to try to recreate that body line there, which I did a decent little job. My boss told me good job after I was done. And the insurance paid for the bedside, but then on the right side, the front door had a dent in it, and I had to fix that. No big issue, but it was a nasty little dent. You know, it took us, had to use some studs and some body filler, you know how it is. But I used red primer on most of my body work. As you can see here, that when you use the right color primer, the base coat covers easily, no problem. Now, on the right side of the truck, there was a dent that I didn't see until I was, you know, prepping the panel right by the door handle, and I went ahead and fixed it, you know, and then it was a small little dent. I was like, I'll just spray some aerosol primer on it or something, and that's what I did, and it was light gray, and I wasn't thinking that this color would be that transparent, but it actually took me about 4 coats of base to make sure that light gray primer was covered. Now this red primer, no problem, right? But watch how that gray primer, that light gray primer covers. That primer's almost white. It's so light gray. See? You see right through it, man. But it's all good. You know, you just had to add some more coats. Make sure you're giving out your, you know, waiting your right flash times. You know, now with base coat, 5-10 minutes, you know, at the most, you can put on another coat of base. You know, in between clear coats and all that, you know, it takes a little bit more. Now, some people would call this a candy red. I don't really know the difference. Some people call it fake candy. It's a stock color, you know, it comes on, you know, new cars. Ford has them, Dodge has them, you know, Toyota. Everybody has these tri-coat reds, you know. I don't know if you really call it a candy, right? I don't know the difference. I ain't no custom car painter that really do a whole lot of, you know, heavy flakes and candy over chrome and all that good stuff, you know. But they do have these, and some people say it's a candy. Now the mid coat in this actually is a clear coat like a candy. So on this mid coat you mix, it has a reducer and a hardener you mix with. I don't really know if it's a clear coat. It don't say clear coat, but you know, inner coat or something. And then you mix the red tints with it, and you know, it's all in the computer program, and you know, the system, you know, tell you how to mix it. But so it does have a hardener, but you have to, you know, wait. I'll usually wait about 30 minutes flash time with that stuff, and then regular clear coat over top of that. But speaking of the computer program, soon, I think next month, I got to go to class. I got to go back to school, man. The paint rep came and told us they got some kind of new computer software that we got to learn how to use, and it's going to have more variances and easier to find colors and all that. And I had to go to a, you know, I guess it's a 1-day, 8-hour class, you know, to teach us how to use it, and which is great. I like more variance to colors, closer matches and all that good stuff, but you know, I don't know. I don't have a problem with this one, but I guess they're saying seconds, or you know, gonna stop using this or stop updating it, and we're gonna have to go to this new cloud-based system and all that jazz. Now, the old guys I work with, they don't understand none of that. I know what they're talking about. Now, I'm no computer professional or nothing, but I kind of get the gist of what they're talking about. The more guys don't understand nothing. It was like, oh, this one works just fine. They don't understand that it could work better, you know, but it is what it is. Yeah, the second coat of base, man, you see that red primer's already covered. Like, you know, it took 2 coats, right? It was still a little transparent, and it took 2 coats, even though I think I did put a third, but I had to keep putting more coats over that light gray primer, or, you know, you would have seen that outside. But, yeah, right there by that door handle, which there's a dent in the same spot on the back door, right by the door handle. I didn't fix that. I asked my manager, you think I should fix it? And he was like, you know what, you really don't have enough room to go, you know, to blend it with the tri-coat colors, which I probably could have, but, you know, it got kind of tight. So he was telling me to leave it alone, man. And, you know, you got to grab that sun gun to make sure. You better make sure that base is covered. Because, you know, these jobs, the paint costs, you know, it's the mid coat really a lot of times costs the money on these colors like this. And your boss is not going to be happy if you get it outside and see them primer spots and have to repaint that. I tell you, even though, you know, I've been at my shop for a while, so they won't do nothing, they'll just shake their head and walk away. But I'm just saying, you might be new at a shop or something, and you ain't got that primer cover, man, it's gonna look real bad on you, man. And here goes that mid coat. If you look in the cup of the gun, you see how transparent that stuff is, and it kind of just darkens it up, give it a more depth to the color, you know how it is. And I probably could have got away with 1 coat, but I did put 2 coats of this stuff. And I try to put it on wet, just like I'm putting on clear coat. I give it about 10 to 15 minutes in between coats of this stuff, but I give it a whole 30 minutes to flash out really good before I put clear coat over top of this stuff, man. And I don't know what it say on the TDS, the technical data sheet. I don't know what it says, bro. I just kind of go by feeling for me. I touch the tape around what I painted. See the tape around the wheel well there? I'll touch that and make sure it's tacked off good before I go over top of it, because you definitely don't want to start piling on coats too fast. Now, at the end of this job, man, this truck actually had a weird orange peel to it, and I'm gonna blame it on the mid coat. I ain't gonna blame it on the painter, because I was the painter. I'm gonna blame it on the mid coat. I think the mid coat, you know, maybe I didn't spray it with enough pressure, or maybe the pressure was too high, but it had some kind of weird orange peel to it. It still looked good, still looked great outside, but if you really looked at it and you knew what you were looking at, it was some kind of weird, funky looking, almost like a mix between American car clear coat and like Mercedes clear coat. It was like a lot of clear on it, but not the nice orange peel like Mercedes had, you know what I mean? But it wasn't terrible and real fun like, I don't know, Toyotas have or something, you know? But here's the second coat of that mid coat, man. You see me throwing it around, getting it everywhere, but all I'm doing is trying to lose that blend. For some reason, I don't know, I find it easier to blend these mid coats than, these tri coats than some silvers and stuff. It's like, you know, when I first started, and I think I did like, my first tri-coat color was a Mazda, and I was so scared of that, and now that color was different, right? The mid coat really changed the color of the car. Like, you put the base coat on, it's like an orangish pink color, then you put the mid coat on and it turns to a red. It's a great looking color when it's done, but you know, I was actually kind of nervous about that one. But yeah, these mid coats, they seem easier to blend to me. You know, even pearl whites, I don't really have too many problems with pearl whites, you know, I just kind of go with it. I think it's Ford, or it was a Lincoln Navigator. A guy I worked with, he painted it, and this was a funny pearl white I've never seen in my life, right? It was almost like a grayish color, like, and it had a mid coat over the top of it. So it was a pearl white, but it looked almost like a light gray, almost like that primer on that door at the beginning of the video. But and he had trouble with that because all he was painting was a bumper, so he wasn't blending it, so he had to get the bumper to match. He had trouble with it, you know. But and I've never done that color, and I still haven't seen no other car with that color. And it was a brand new Lincoln Navigator, you know. But for the most part, these tri-coat colors is not difficult, man. Clear coat, you know, we're using that DB1 clear gun. I always pull this gun out just to be safe. Now, with this gun, I'm just more confident using it because it's a little bit slower of a gun. You know, I don't quite get as many runs, you know, with it. I can move a little bit slower, watch how it's going on. And when I was putting the clear coat on, it looked like it was going on just fine. But I promise to you, I got it outside, it had this funky orange peel to it. I ain't never seen it before. But it happens, right? When I go to this class, I'm going to try to take my cameras. I'm going to try to record it. I don't know the rules on recording. I don't know how many people are going to be in the class. I don't know none of that. But I am going to try to get some footage and see what we're learning. Maybe show you guys what's going on. I'm going to ask. All they can do is say yes or no. We'll see what happens, right? It'll be more like a little autobiography vlog or something. I don't know. Show you my day and all we got to go through and all that, and see what they're talking about. And some of you guys might be already using it, and y'all can help me out learning, help me with the learning curve, I guess. You know, even though I usually pick it up pretty fast. This Sickens paint, Sickens, we just moved to that probably 2-3 years ago. Before that, we was using PPG, I believe it was, something like that. I don't know, I picked it up, it was pretty quick. They showed me how to use it. The same day I was already painting bumpers and stuff, mixing up my own colors, reading the colors with the camera. I was doing it all. It was pretty easy, pretty simple. They don't make it complicated to use, they make it pretty straightforward. So I'm hoping this new system is the same way, you know. But we'll see, you know. In these videos, I'm just talking to y'all, letting y'all know what's going on with me, and showing y'all guys me painting, really, because I'm really out of stuff to teach y'all. I don't know what else y'all want to learn. And it might be something I don't really know nothing about, but I'll show you anything. Y'all let me know in the comments or something y'all want to see, something y'all want to learn, and it could be body work or painting. You know, I do both. Most of my time is body work. That's why I be having a shortage of painting videos, because man, I might paint 3 or 4 cars on the week, you know, because most of my time is spent doing the body work to the cars, you know. But it is what it is. But yeah, y'all let me know if there's anything y'all want to see, because I don't know what else to teach y'all. I've taught, you know, I've got over 50 videos already of, you know, how to paint, how I paint, different fixing dents, different painting techniques, different paint guns, different settings when you paint guns. I've showed it all, you know, but if there's something else specifically you want to see, and soon, I mean, probably about, I don't know, October, mid-October, end of October, I'm going to start working on cars on the side again. You know, that's when I close all my swimming pools. I got a pool cleaning business. When I close all the pools, right? And then I go back to working on cars on the weekends and all that for a car lot. I usually do it for a car lot. I don't know, you might have found the guy by now and got tired of waiting on me. But anyway, there's a car lot, you know, I fix some of their cars, you know, and then I do some people I know cars. I don't do everybody's car, because most people want a full paint job in your yard for $500, and we all know that don't work, right? So it don't happen. But yeah, so I'll teach you how I do it. Size compressors I use, different. Most time I'm using a minigun, because most time it's small jobs, and a minigun's going to use less CFM. So I'll teach you all about that, teach all the procedures. I got a inflatable paint booth. I'll show y'all guys that. We'll paint some cars in that, you know, paint some parts in that. Sometimes if it's just a small pumper job, I ain't putting that booth up. It take me probably about an hour to put that booth up, maybe an hour and a half. I ain't putting the booth up. If it's just like a little bumper corner, I'm gonna do a little bumper blend or something. I ain't wasting my time with it, you know. I'll just, you know, wet sand the buff, the little dirt nibs out of it. And sometimes y'all get clean jobs outside now. I know it's hard to believe. Sometimes if the wind's blowing just right, you cross your fingers, and you know, everything's working just right, job comes out nice and clean. I don't know how it works. Sometimes it does. Sometimes, man, I don't know if you guys ever painted outside, everything's coming out clean until you put the clear coat on, then all of a sudden bugs come out of nowhere. It's like they attracted right to it. So they just fly right into it, man. And we're putting on that last coat of clear. Now look how slow I'm going. I'm even moving even slower with this slow gun, trying to get it on nice, heavy, nice orange peel, even though it came out with a funny orange peel. And I know it wasn't the gun, because this gun usually lays it really nice. And so I'm assuming it's the mid coat and the different layers of stuff, right? But I put like what, 3 or 4 coats of base, 2 coats of mid coat, then 2 coats of clear. You know, the more you pile it up, the more orange peel you're giving it, and it's all gonna follow those orange peels, you know. But that's all I got for you on this one, man. I'll see you guys on the next video. Leave me something in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm out.